Hello, Munchkins! I hope you are doing great. Today we're going to talk about to be, the verb to be, and the equivalent in Spanish. This verb creates a lot of confusion because we use two verbs instead of one in Spanish. So with this video, what I'm trying to do is help you so you know when to use one instead of the other, okay? And let's start. So we say the verb to be, the equivalent is two verbs in Spanish, ser and estar. And here we have a clear example how the verb changes, okay? We have in here is and in here is also. But when we ask the question in Spanish, it's gonna change. What is your name? So the question is gonna be, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Okay, and then we have this one, how is your dog? And the question in Spanish is gonna be, ¿cómo está tu perro? Okay, we can super clearly see how we're using is and is in English, but in Spanish it's gonna change, okay? It's not the same. Okay, well, and we're gonna start with this one, okay? Ser. This is gonna be the first one. Okay, and the first thing I have to teach you is the conjugation, okay? The conjugation is really important. And in English, we have the verb to be, and the conjugation is going to be I am, well, am, are, or is. Okay, depending on who you are talking about. Well, it's the same in Spanish. We have conjugations. In Spanish, it's a little bit more complicated because we have conjugations with all the verbs and all the pronouns, okay? So you can see how this is the infinitive, this is to be, and then we have the conjugations, okay? So, yo soy, tú eres, usted, él o ella, either one do you choose from here, it's gonna be es. Nosotros somos, ustedes son, and ellos y ellas also use son, okay? Okay, based on this, now we are gonna work with when do I use this verb, okay? Okay, and we have in here all the times when we use ser. So this video is gonna be a little bit long, so please prepare yourself. But after this, you're not gonna have questions when you have to use them, okay? So, the verb ser, we're gonna use it when you wanna say your name, nationality, or your origin. For example, I'm from Mexico versus like I'm Mexican. In this case, we use this in both situations. When you wanna talk about your job or your occupation, how you look and how you are, okay? Your personality. This is about description, okay? Possessions. When you want to talk about all the things that you own, it's this. Time, days, location, but just location of events. Not all the locations, just location of events, and relationships, okay? Also, and here I'm talking about like you, for example, how you look, how you are, but also it's like describing, you can also describe things, okay? It's not just like people, but things. So I'm gonna develop this a little bit better. This was just like all the times when we used it, but now I'm gonna give an example with every single one so you have this a little bit more clear. Okay, we have in here the first three examples. We're gonna work with the pronoun I, okay, yo. And first, when we're gonna say our name, I am Diana. Yo soy Diana. Okay, that's the correct way to say I am Diana, yo soy Diana. Then, if you wanna say I am from, in this case, I'm from Mexico, so that's the example. Yo soy de México. Okay, we are using this conjugation because that's the one that we need to use for yo. And the other one, yo soy mexicana, okay? We are saying that we use ser for nationality, but also the origin. So you can either choose between I am Mexican or I am from Mexico. And for sure, if you use I'm from Mexico, you have to add this, yo soy de México. And if you want to say just your nationality, yo soy mexicana, okay? Perfect. One more thing that I have to add, remember that sometimes, or mostly all the times, we don't say the pronoun and we just say the conjugation, okay? Soy Diana. So if you ask me, hey, what's your name? I'm gonna say soy Diana. There is less chances that I will use yo. Like in my classes, normally when I teach, for sure I use a lot the pronoun and the conjugation, so my students can associate that. But if not, when I'm talking with my friends, I don't really say the pronoun that much, and also when I'm texting. So yeah, if you hear yo soy or just soy, totally right, okay? And these were the first 3 examples. And now we have here job, when you want to talk about your job or your occupation, okay? In this case, we're gonna have as example, tú, you are, okay? Tú eres, and then whatever is your occupation. In my case, I'm a teacher, so, well, I'm just gonna say you are a teacher. You are, oh, sorry, maestra. Okay, also something super important. In English, we say I am a teacher. We don't say that in Spanish. We just say like I'm teacher, I'm student, I'm whatever, doesn't matter. But no the A, we don't use that, okay? Forget about it. Tú eres, sorry, tú eres maestra, okay? And for example, we have to remember, I'm gonna make another video with this about feminine or masculine. Normally, the A is gonna be masculine. And for example, this case, I'm talking to a girl or a woman. Tú eres maestra, you are a teacher. But it has to be a woman because I'm ending with A. If I want to say you are a teacher, but you are a man, I have to say maestro, okay? Also, I'm gonna make a little short video about some occupations, because not all of them have feminine and masculine version, such as dentist, dentista. Okay, if you follow what I just say and say like, oh, if it's A, it's for me. If it's O, it's for like a guy. I'm gonna say dentisto. No, that doesn't exist. Okay, so mostly all of them have a feminine and masculine version, but not all of them. Okay, and this is about job. Remember, this is you are, but you can say I am, you are, she is, with all the pronouns and conjugations we already checked, and the occupations. Next example. So when we say that we want to make a description, we use this one, okay? How we look, like your physique, and how you are, your personality, okay? We already work with I and you. We're gonna work with él and ella, okay? So I want to say he is tall, okay? He is tall, he looks tall. So él es alto, okay? He is tall. We are talking about characteristics, okay? We're describing him. And we're gonna do the same one, but with her. Ella es alta, okay? We have to remember in Spanish, not all of them, but mostly all the adjectives have a feminine and masculine version. Same, the O is gonna be masculine, the A is gonna be feminine. Some of them don't have, but I'm gonna make a video about some adjectives that also they are for either feminine or masculine, they do not change. But for now, this is pretty good. You can start with OA, super easy, okay? This is how you look, okay? What I can see, that you are tall, okay, great. But what about what I cannot see? What I cannot see, that I have to know you, your personality, okay? We're gonna say he is kind, okay? Él es amable, okay? And now same, we're gonna do it with ella. Ella es amable, okay? And here we have one of the adjectives that actually do not change, okay? Amable. And as you can see, for both, we're gonna use es, just es. I feel like this one is not gonna be really hard for you guys, because, you know, like, it will be this in English, so that's not super hard. So every time when we wanna describe someone, it's this. And something else, don't feel like it's just for people. It also applies for things, for dogs, whatever you want to describe. For sure, well, personality in dogs, or like the way their behavior, you can do it. For things, probably, like for sure, you're not gonna be able to describe their behavior. But for animals, you can do it, and we're gonna see an example, okay? So, I'm gonna introduce you. I have a dog, his name is Max, so he's gonna be always showing up in the lessons. So his name is always gonna be here, Max. So, Max, I'm gonna describe Max. I wanna say that Max is a big dog. So I'm gonna say, Max es grande. Okay, I'm also describing him. Now we're gonna describe a thing. Okay, a thing, my couch. Yeah, so with blue is better. My couch, mi sillón es azul. Okay, my couch is blue. I'm also describing how is the couch. Same if you want to describe, for example, the material. Okay, now I'm gonna say my table. It's gonna be mi mesa es de madera. Okay, and here we have to add a preposition. That is gonna be this one. But still, we use the same verb, okay? The translation will be my table is made from wood, okay? That's what madera is, wood. And as you can see, whatever you wanna describe, personality, behavior, or how they look, it's ser, always, okay? Next examples. And the next examples are gonna be with time, days, and location of events. Sorry. In this case, it's a little bit easier because we just have to choose between es or son. Es if we are talking just about one thing, it's singular. And son if it's plural, okay? And let's just start with the time. When we want to know what time it is, you want to ask that question. The question is gonna be ¿qué hora es? Okay? ¿Qué hora es? And the way to answer is gonna be next one. So, if it's one, something related with one, but just one, we are gonna say es la 1:30. Okay, so that will be like 1:30. Es la 1:30. But as soon as we talk about two, it's gonna be always plural, okay? So we're gonna answer son las 2. Okay? Es la 1, son las 2. So in this case, just if you're talking about one, es, okay? But the way to ask is always gonna be the same. You are not gonna ask ¿qué horas son? Some people do it, but the right way to do it is this. Of course, okay. Probably someone is going to say, but you're wrong. I hear some people say son la una. Well, I'm teaching you the correct way to talk, okay? I'm not teaching you slang yet. Yes, there is some people that is gonna for sure gonna ask ¿Qué horas son? And they are gonna answer son la una, but it's not the correct way to do it, okay? This is the correct, and I really like to teach the correct like grammar and orthograph and everything. Eventually, you are gonna learn how, like if you wanna modify some things when you talk, when you are a little bit more advanced, you can do it. But that's gonna be always the case, okay? I'm always gonna be teaching you the correct way to say it. Eventually, for other videos, I can explain you some slang. But right now, because we are just with the foundation, it's really important that you have the things right, okay? Next one, days. And this one is even easier because it's just gonna be singular all the time, okay? So, ¿qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? Okay, what day is today? And then you just have to answer es and the day. Today it's Friday. Es viernes, okay? So, es viernes. Just that. Super easy, okay? And you just have to switch for sure. Like, based on the days, es and the day. Super easy. Okay, and location of events, in this case, we're gonna go back, choosing between singular and plural. If we're just talking about one event, we use singular. If we're talking about more, son, okay? So, I'm gonna ask, where is the party? ¿Dónde es la fiesta? Okay, ¿dónde es la fiesta? La fiesta es en mi casa. Where is the party? The party, or just like, is in my house. Okay? And es, okay? If we are talking about more than one party, ¿dónde son las fiestas? Where are the parties? Las fiestas son en mi casa. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Yeah? Okay. We're really close. Almost. A couple more examples and then we're gonna be done with ser. Okay, last examples. Possessions. Okay, and relationships. Again, in this case, we are just gonna choose between es and son, okay? If we are talking about singular, this one, plural would be that one, okay? Possessions, so for example, the phone, no, this is my phone, okay? This is my phone. Este es mi celular, okay? Es, because it's just one. What about if I want to make the same, but I want to say, these are my phones, okay? Estos son mis celulares, okay? Singular, plural. Then, relationships. If I want to say, she is my sister. She is my sister. Ella es mi hermana. Okay? But what about if I want to say, they are my sisters? Ellas son mis hermanas. Okay? We can clearly hear the difference. Es or son, based on if we are talking about singular or plural. Okay, and I'm gonna stop this video here because it's already super long and a lot. I feel like you have to digest all what I just say and go back and go check the pronouns, the conjugation, and try to do your own examples with each one, okay? You can start with your name, your nationality, where are you from, everything. And when you already have that like a little bit better, I will recommend you to start with the other verb that is gonna be estar, because if not, you can mix up things. Because, for example, in estar, actually, that one is a little bit more about location, but whatever is not an event. Okay, so just relax, practice with this. With this, if you realize you're able to say already a lot. Your name, your nationality, where are you from, talk about your family. For sure, you need vocabulary like adjectives or like family members or just like a lot like animals if you want to describe animals, colors, numbers, all of that. At this point is really important. You can have a lot of vocabulary, okay? So I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if it was useful. And if you have any doubts, if you feel like something was not super clear, please let me know and I can explain you a little bit better, okay? I will see you in the next video and thank you so much for watching.